You are listening to ChartingWealth.com for Wednesday, the 17th of June, 2015. Let's jump right into the charts. We always start with IYY. What do we see going on our charts? Well, we see a down move starting on the 22nd of May. It has continued. It actually continued even through today. We probably want to try to redraw our trend line, see if we can get a more accurate one for the two-day chart. We had down movement over the two-day chart for today. Officially IYY, the total market. We're going to increase the brightness on the screen a little bit. The total market was up 0.45%. That is not quite 0.5%. But on our two-day chart that we track it, we are down. And in fact, it is down for the two-day chart. And the derivative oscillator has accelerated. Now let's drop back to our 4-hour chart and see what we see happening today. This is actually what's happened on Tuesday going into Wednesday. We are right at the two-day trend line. There has been a move up on the short 4-hour chart. It is still down on the derivative oscillator. There was a lot of up movement but pushed back down by the bears, and it closed again with it just looks like it's barely trying to cross on the 4-hour chart, but we are down on the two-day chart, and that is where we are on the total market. Now let's revert back out to our two-day chart. Let's go to the SPY, which was up 0.55%, again a little over 0.5% today. We have continued down move on the two-day chart, a crossover going down back between the 28th of May and the 1st of June. Derivative oscillator is negative also. And I guess we have a little bit of, it is converging a little bit more, but still a far separation in the MACD, and we are in an official down move. If you are looking at a chart, you could also see that the Bollinger Bands are getting closer together. That means that volatility has been decreasing as we have slipped sideways over the last many days. I'd say the last 8 days or so, the last 8 candles. We are still within the range and have been for the last 6 days within the range of the down candle on the 9th of June. So keep that in mind as we go forward. Now let's back up real quick, take a look at the 4-hour chart, see what we see. We are actually below the two-day trend line on SPY. There was a crossover going up on the 4-hour chart. Derivative oscillator is still negative, so we are getting close to being a little bit schizophrenic. That means going in both directions, but we always go by our main chart, which is our big chart, which is the two-day chart, and we are down on SPY as we are on IYY. Now let's take a look at the Qs. We'll range back out to 2 days on the Qs and take a look. Qs are down. Derivative oscillator heated up a little more. Still have a good distance between the signal line and the MACD going down. IYY is down, SPY is down, and the Qs, which is the NASDAQ 100, is down also. Let's range back out to the 4-hour chart and see what we see. We see that it is a good bit below. We don't have a crossing yet going up on the 4-hour chart. Derivative oscillator is still negative. Actually heated up a little more over the last 2 periods, over the last day, than it was actually even the prior day. So we're below the two-day trend line on the NASDAQ 100. And again, we are in a down move on all 3 of these indexes. Now, lastly, we're going to range back out. Go to gold, which was down 0.36% today. We have gold that broke through, actually, on the two-day trend line, the two-day chart. It broke through the two-day trend line. It is, however, trending down. We had a down movement today. Gold crossed over going down between the 26th and the 28th on the two-day chart. And the derivative oscillator is also down. Now let's range out to the 4-hour chart. Take a look. It has been moving up since the 10th of June. but it's really not been moving up. Gold has been slipping sideways all this time. It has not gone higher than the high back on the 10th of June, and it's actually lower on the 4-hour chart for the afternoon than it was actually 2 days before. So we are in an official down move in gold. The 4-hour chart is in an up move. So basically it looks like all three of our indexes and gold are all in down moves at this point. Gold has broken through its 2-day trend line, but still in an official down move. That's where we wrap the markets up here for the day starting on the 17th of June, 2015. We thank you so much for joining us. We love to have your questions, concerns, observations. Always join us at chartingwealth.com. And please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Make sure to put comments in. Let us know what you need, what you're concerned about, what you see happening in the markets. And be sure to get all of our good training at the website, chartingwealth.com. We wish you the best in training and in investing. Of course, that's what we're training you for. God bless. Good trading. Thank you for joining us here at chartingwealth.com.